Let's say hypothetically you're moving to another city tomorrow and you need to choose a place to eat tonight. You could either go to your favorite restaurant that you've been to a million times, or you could try out a random new restaurant. What's your choice? If you answered with the first choice, you're probably thinking of, whether you realize it or not, the explore-exploit trade-off. The explore-exploit trade-off is an idea at the basis of reinforcement learning, which is a subsection of machine learning. You've probably heard of machine learning at some point in your life. AI, ChatGPT, does that ring a bell? Machine learning is the use of computer systems to learn and adapt without following explicit instructions. When you ask ChatGPT to generate an email for you, there's no one on the other side saying, "Okay, ChatGPT, start off with a good evening. No. So how does it write my emails then?" That's where reinforcement learning comes in. RL is when an agent, which is a decision maker, learns to make decisions by interacting with an environment and receives feedback, rewards, or penalties for those decisions. Over time, the agent will develop a policy, which is a general strategy for making decisions. A policy is kind of like a cheat sheet an agent makes itself, telling it what to do in different scenarios to maximize rewards. So, ChatGPT learns to make decisions by interacting with an environment, you, receiving feedback from you in the form of rewards or penalties for its actions, and gradually improving its behavior to maximize the cumulative reward over time. The exploration-exploitation trade-off makes up a huge basis for RL. It's the dilemma an agent faces when deciding to try new actions, explorations, or stick to actions you already know will yield high rewards, exploitation. Between exploring and exploiting, there's ideal times to practice each. When you're moving away from a town, chances are you've already explored that town quite a bit. It would make sense to exploit your underground restaurant finds. The hard part about this dilemma is that if you explore too much, you might waste your time on bad decisions, but if you exploit too early, then you might miss out on something much better. Ideally, you want a balance. You can't spend your entire life exploring new actions and not doing anything with that knowledge, just like you can't spend your entire life exploiting actions because you don't know what to exploit. At its root, it seems like a pretty simple idea. I mean, it literally mimics human decision-making. But that's what makes it so powerful. It takes the idea of learning something that feels very human and puts it in a mathematical sense so that we can teach computers how to learn. Not just for writing our emails, but also to drive autonomous vehicles, revolutionize our healthcare, and completely change our daily lives. At its core, the explore-exploit trade-off is more than just an algorithmic idea. It's a reflection of how we learn and grow and adapt as humans. And by teaching machines to think this way, we're unlocking their potential to solve problems we can't solve ourselves. Thank you for listening. The explore-exploit strategy was something that I learned from my brother years ago, but then recently heard again in my quantitative finance class as a tool for trading stocks, and then heard it once more again in this book I'm reading about decision making. So I think it's really cool being able to draw parallels between CS and then human behavior. Thanks for listening again, and bye!